Hello everyone, welcome back to statistics class. In today's class, I am going to explain you the uses of time series. Okay, before going to the uses of time series, I need to recapture the previous class concept. Those are the meaning of time series and the definition of time series and essential requirements of time series. Okay, here we are going to, already we know that the meaning of time series and why we are using the time series. Okay, here comes the definition. A time series is a set of statistical observations arranged in chronological order. Okay, you have already studied the chronological data. Okay, because the chronological meaning is what, here you have to set the data according to the time. Okay, then you get the chronological order and systematic order data. Okay, then you have to call it as it's a time series. Okay, and another definition here, the time series consists of a data arranged chronologically. Okay, you have to remember always chronological meaning. Okay, if you are writing it just chronologically, then you get the marks in your exams. Okay, here it is a 1 mark question. What do you mean by the time series and define the time series? Then you have to write the simple definition. A time series consists of data arranged chronologically. Okay, chronological meaning what, here you have to set the 10 years data according to the company profits. Okay, then you get the systematic data. Okay, according to the for example, you need to consider 2001 to 2010 profits. Okay, according to the time wise. Okay, then you get the systematic data, then you have to call it as it's a chronological data. Okay, that data is nothing but is a time series. Okay, here comes the third one definition. The time series consists of a statistical data which are collected, recorded, observed over successive increments. Okay, here the time series consists of a statistical data. Statistical data means we have to collect the data according to the mathematical concepts. Okay, if you are considering the I have already given the one example in 2010 to 2015. If you are collecting the company profits, okay, 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 9 lakh, 9 lakh, 10 lakh. Okay, whatever, it gives you a successive increments. If you are collecting the good data means you get here the successive increments. Okay, now we are going to the essential requirements of a time series. Here comes the first one. The time gap between various values must be far as possible equal. And second one, it must consist of a homogeneous set of values. Homogeneous means it gives the systematic manner data. Okay, a quantitative, qualitative data, it gives the systematic. Okay, it's the opposite word is homogeneous, it's a heterogeneous. Okay, unsystematic data, it gives the heterogeneous. Okay, it must consist of a homogeneous set of values. It means systematic values. Okay, and third one, the data must be available for a long period. If you are considering the government authorities like municipalities, whatever, Anganwadis, schools and government colleges, they are recorded the many records of the students related. Okay, and also they are recorded the college profit and whatever you have to consider the any subject related data, they are going to collect it and it's available for a long period. Okay, next comes a graphic representation of time series data is called histogram. Okay, you have already studied the it's a histogram, not histogram. Histogram means we have to represent it with a rectangular shape. Okay, rectangular shape graph, then you have to call it as it's a histogram. But it is a histogram means it's a dotted line. Okay, here we are going to represent it with a graphically, but here we are not using the rectangular, here we are using the dotted line. Okay, we are going to represent with the histogram with a dotted line, then you have to call it as it's a histogram. Okay, always you have to remember when we are drawing the graph, what is the trend line and what is the histogram. You have to represent with a histogram with the dotted lines, then you have to call it as it's a histogram. You are using the histogram in the time series. It is also very much important for 1 marks. Okay, in where you are using the histogram. Okay, if you are graphic representation of time series data is called histogram. Okay, next comes the uses of time series. Here these are the important for 2 marks in your annual exams. Okay, in that first one, it helps in planning and forecasting the business activities. Okay, it helps to increase the level of the profit. Okay, and it helps to the planning, the forecasting the business activities. And next one, it helps in understanding the past behavior, and it helps in the estimating the future behavior also. And third one, comparison between the data of one period with that of the another period is possible. Okay, for example, if you are considering the 2 more colleges, or if you are considering the only one college, between the 10 years student strength or college profit in between these 2001 to 2010 or 2010 to 2020, according to the, you have to consider the ASS college strength or ASS college profit according to the year wise. You get the systematic data, then you have to easily compare with the year by year. Okay, 2010 year you have to consider with the 2011, then you get the automatically you get the comparison between the 2 years. Okay, how it will be increases the profit, and how much student strength will be increases. Easily you get the comparison, okay, between the one period to another period. And the fourth one, we can evaluate the progress in any field of economy activities. Okay, you can consider the any business. Okay, you can consider the VRL. Okay, VRL is the first starting with a less amount. Okay, but here it's a one of the best company in the India. It gives you a more profit. Okay, and it helps to the and it helps to growing the economic condition, because of it's helping the peoples. Okay, so much peoples are working in that company. Okay, because of that company profit is increasing, then they are giving the so much of quality materials. Okay, because of that company is giving the more increment profits. Okay, so easily we can evaluate the progress in any field of economy activities. Okay, the time series is totally help to increase the economy level. Okay, and it gives you more information to how to increase the level of business, industrials, whatever you can consider. Okay, governments, and it gives you a long period data also. Okay, next comes the components of time series. Here we are going to use the some observations of time series are affected by so many factors. The effect of these factors can be classified into 4 main categories. Those are the components of time series. Okay, here comes the 2 marks questions. What are the components of time series? Okay, it's a very important for 2 marks in your annual exams. Okay, and it helps to, I have already discussed the uses of the time series, in where we are using the time series. Okay, not only exam purpose, we are using in our real life situations also, how we are growing the, how our business is growing or increasing according to the data. Okay, and it helps to growing the business and economy and industrial level profit also. Okay, here comes, there are 4 types of time series. In that first one, secular trend, second one, seasonal variation, third one, cyclical variation, and fourth one is irregular variations. Okay, these are the 4 types of, these are the 4 components of time series. These are the very much important. Okay, here comes the first one is secular trend. Okay, here the in general tendency of the time series data to increase or to decrease to remain constant during a long period of time is called secular trend. For example, you need to consider the gold rate. Okay, increase in the price of gold in the past many years, it is an upward trend. Okay, you have to consider the gold rate. Okay, it is always in the mode of increasing level, not decreasing level. Okay, for example, you need to consider 2010 to 2020, it is a lot of difference between the in gold rate. Okay, but in present situation you have to consider the gold rate how much will be increasing. It is always in the upward trend. Okay, it is a constant level, it is always in the decreasing level, not increasing. Okay, because the peoples are more using the gold. Okay, and automatically the demand is more, the price will be automatically increasing. Okay, it gives the it helps to the gives a more profit to the gold shoppers. Okay, whatever the gold is always in the upward trend and it is a constant. Okay, according to the long period of time. Okay, you have to consider the 10 years gold rate, it is always be in the increasing order, not in the decreasing, it is the increasing order. And also you have to consider the populations also. Okay, when population is increasing, the automatically price will be increasing, because when the any material, you need to take that example, if the material is more but the demand is less, then automatically the price will be decreases. But here the gold rate is always more, because the demand is all cannot be decreased, because it is always be constant. And also similarly the populations rate is also be in the upward trend. But here the increase in the death rates in the past many years, decrease in the death rates in the past many years is a downward trend, because the population is more here. Okay, always it is in the growing level, it's increasing. Okay, here the death rate is decreases means here what, here the birth rate is more, here the increases, it is the, if you are considering the death rate means death rates, the automatically it's a downward trend. If you are considering the birth rate, automatically it will be upward trend. If you are drawing the according to the year wise gold rate or populations, okay, you get always the upward trend graph only. Okay, when we are calculating the problems related to time series, if you are drawing a graph related to the data, you get the graph is increasing order or upward trend. Okay, because the population is more means here the technology is more. Okay, here the healthy conditions is automatically improved. Okay, hence the population deaths are decreases and births are here more increases. These two are the very much important examples to related to the secular trend, because the long term or long period of time in trend depends upon the nature of the data. Okay, remember the nature of the data, hence long period does not denote a fixed period of time. In one case even few hours may be considered as a long period, and in other case several years may be considered as a long period. Okay, because these two are the examples shows here long period constant values, because the gold rate is always upward trend, also death rate is also upward trend in between fast many years. Okay, next comes the seasonal variation. Okay, it is also a very important component in our time series, because here we have to consider the season wise product rates. Okay, and it helps to the many businessman, that is a seasonal variation. Okay, here comes the regular, periodic and short term variations in a time series called as the seasonal variation. Generally the period of seasonal variation would be within 1 year. Seasonal variation is a periodic factor causing seasonal variations are, the first one is climate and weather conditions, and second one customs, traditions, habits and peoples. Okay, factors causing seasonal variations are climate, weather conditions, customs, traditions, habits and peoples. Okay, come to the definition part. It's a regular. Okay, seasonal means it's a regular. For example, you need to consider the rainy season, winter season. Okay, and consider the many festivals, Deepavali, Ganesha Habba, then many festivals you need to consider. The festivals, according to the festivals, the materials rate related to the festival, the materials rate will be automatically increases. Okay, after the festival is over, the automatically the rates will be decreases. Okay, these are the examples for the seasonal variations. Okay, these are the regular. Okay, because the year wise is the festivals are coming. Okay, those festivals are the circular in the form of, okay, Deepavali, Ganesha Habba and Dasra, then these are the, and Holi. Okay, related to the festivals, some materials rates are automatically growing. Okay, but here in seasonal variations we need to consider the climate and weather conditions. Okay, these are the causing the seasonal variations. Okay, because according to the climate, okay, if you are in rainy season, you need to purchase the umbrella lot. Okay, to the weather conditions. Okay, here you need to consider the cold conditions. Okay, you need to wear the sweaters. Okay, automatically the sweater rates will be increases, and you need to consider the customs, traditions and habits of people. Okay, if you need to consider the chocolates, okay, dairy milk chocolates. Okay, in before many years the chocolate quantity is more and the rate will be less, because in present situation the chocolate quantity is less, the quality is more, and automatically the rate will be increases. Okay, the habit, because of habit of people, the peoples are purchasing more that dairy milk chocolate, the automatically the rate will be increases. And traditions, okay, according to the traditions, the automatically the cloth rate will be increases. And according to the customs, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್. ಇವಾಗ ಬಟ್ಟೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕರ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ festival materials, those are peoples are purchasing more those materials, then the automatically the rate will be increases. Okay, if the peoples are purchasing less those materials, the automatically rate will be increases. Okay, the demand will be automatically decreases. Okay, it depends on the factors, the seasonal variation. The factors causing the seasonal variations are climate and weather conditions, and second one customs, traditions and habits of people. Okay, and some more examples here. According to the climate and weather conditions, umbrellas are sold more in rainy seasons. Okay, after going rainy season, the umbrellas are not sold out. Okay, the less and umbrellas are purchasing less, and automatically the umbrellas rate are decreases. Okay, here in rainy season, according to the climate and weather conditions, the umbrellas rate are automatically decreases. Umbrellas are sold more in rainy seasons. Okay, not in any season, only a rainy season the umbrellas are sold more. And second one, in winter season the sale of woolen cloths will increase. Sale of woolen cloths are increases according to the weather conditions in mainly winter season. And third one, there is a customs of wearing new clothes, preparing sweets and buying crackers for Deepavali, Dasra, Christmas, etc. At that time there is more demand for clothes, sweets and crackers. I have already given that example, explained that example. There is a customs of wearing new clothes, preparing the sweets and buying crackers for Deepavali, Dasara, Christmas, etc. At that time there is more demand for the cloths, sweets and crackers. And next comes for the fourth one. Most of the students buy books and stationery in the first few months of the opening colleges. Okay, here the books and stationery are sold more in the college opening time. Okay, these are the 4 example for seasonal variations. Here we are going to explain the 2 more variations, the components, cyclical variation and irregular variation in the next class. Okay, thank you.